A new fuel flows. Anticipation fills the air as the first transport of oil is sent to New London. A dream of a future without feeling cold feels surreal. To make it happen, however, we need to modify the generator to turn this black gold into heat. This will be irreversible. What future we build for ourselves will depend on it. We must decide. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lost Game Chronicles. It's Kelly, and we are continuing Frostpunk today. So let's just jump right into it. Double checking that I'm actually recording. That is important. Let's see what this is. Heat stamps. Steward, we're struggling with heat stamps. Group of evolvers have come forward with an idea for how to solve it. We should pass durable goods. Let's produce it, and the city will. Let's pursue it, and the city will benefit. Okay, so fair warning. I actually recorded this episode earlier today, but when I was just wrapping up the episode, I looked to my right, which is where my monitor is that's telling me how long I've been recording and stuff, and there was nothing there. So I recorded the whole episode without actually having pressed record. Yeah, so that was fun. So anyway, I've done this all already, or this next section of game. I did it earlier today. But anyway, we're recording it again. So I just reloaded the save from where I was, and we're jumping right back in. Durable goods. This is something that we looked at last time, and I think we're going to go ahead and do this one. It's going to improve our relations with the evolvers, and basically it means that we require fewer goods as opposed to the other version of this, which was to make goods cheaper to produce, so basically increasing our production. But I think making them last longer and reducing our requirement would actually be, in the long term, I think they probably cancel each other out. Now this one here, this is an extraction district that's about to run dry, so we're gonna have to do some cross breaking here out to these spots. Do that. And another thing worth noting is that we are high crime. Crime is notable and growing because of goods scarcity. Right, okay. This is doing prefabs, I just realized. It's not producing goods. So that's kind of irritating. That's fine. And we said that we would do durable goods, so let's propose this. We'll negotiate with the Frostlanders to vote for it. Speed up oil extraction, causing minor impurities to seep into drinking water. Disease. No, all we have to do is research it. We don't actually have to, like, make it. And this will actually output coal for us. Iron ore into materials with limited heat demand. So I'm going to negotiate with them. So these guys will vote for this thing, and we get, yeah. And then we'll have this charcoal plant, which I think is a good thing. So let's go ahead and do the vote. This should pass. Fingers crossed. Just barely. So the evolvers are happy, but now we do have to do this research. And we don't have enough heat stamps right now.
People of the city, your council has voted.
Okay. Extraction district. And then we can demolish this district because it is done. Yes, production will slow down, but everything will be higher quality, guys. You like having to buy new stuff all the time? No, no one likes that. Down to our last 2,000 coal. Okay, so that's New London. Let's go see what's happening out here. Construct districts. Okay, so we frost broken out to there. We're gonna have to frost break to some more coal or oil deposits. That's so crazy. Okay, that's not gonna work. So let's do this. And then that should be enough to get us down to there. And we can also do resource transfers, so we can send 5k oil to the to New London. Then they'll have like a little over 3,000. We have no goods. What is New London producing in terms of transfer? 115. So we should be able to transfer some of that in this direction to the Dreadnought. Send like 60. And that's 5k. Okay, transfer resources. So these guys are starting to stockpile that. And we are completely without shelter. Okay. So we'll need prefabs for that. Let's go back to the city then. Okay. We're gonna need food. Thing for food. Here in a second. This food hub. Once we get to 80 heat stamps. We have no coal. It'll be fine. All gonna be fine. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Okay, food hub. Let's get that little, put that here. Is that the best one? 3 and 2. Okay, sure. We'll put that there. Also, we have extra Frostland teams. Let's get these cores back to city. 11 registered as sick. Okay. Back out here, let's get some housing up. So I noticed that down here it's sheltered from the wind, so maybe we'll put our housing down here. But we have to frost break it. Shoot. Start frost breaking there, and I also need to frost break down to here. Okay, we're approaching it from both sides. We'll just do that. The approach is explored. So I think there was some more coal out here, if I remember. An old coal hauling crawler half buried by snow. It appears the transport's navigation devices were tampered with, and its charts were inaccurate. Graffiti has been etched into the side New London leeches. Regardless of what happened here, the coal is ours for the taking. So we're gonna do that. And then here, multiple pods of whales froze here after being pursued by humanity's last whaling vessels into the freezing harbor. The scouts are amazed at the sight of the massive bodies made pale by the ice. Finally, I found my white whale. This commander scout jokes. No one's laughed. Years ago, the captain sent a team with machines to bore through the ice and mine out the whale meat. We can take the machines back to New London to assist our extraction, or send the new teams here to finish the job. So we could mine food here if we wanted, so we'll leave that for now. That is dangerous. And then this here is, we'll send an expedition out here as well, because that's surveyable. But meanwhile, there's something you have to deal with here in New London. Unwanted destiny. Steward, a father has come to our offices with his son. They both ask you to hear them out. This boy is not cut out for a blacksmith, said the father. His knack is for words, poetry. I can bend steel, but he can stir souls. Please let him be apprenticed under someone who can teach him to use his talents. This plea echoes the sentiment of some that family apprenticeship limits the prospects of children born into an arduous career path. What should we choose? Children who are willing to find mentors, or find willing mentors, shouldn't be forced to be apprenticed to their family. Family apprenticeship is less effective, but it improves our reputation with the evolvers, or we can stay firm and make the faith keepers like us. So I'm leaning in the direction of this, just because I think sometimes like the less extreme option is better. Like if we can find the middle of the road where somebody isn't pissy at us all the time, I think that's better. Also, I think just from like an RP perspective, doing something like that, like there's no reason why you should be forced to do something that's gonna make you miserable, right? Although we'll probably need, in the long run, the help with the Faith Keepers. I just don't know if there's, like, other fallout for this, you know? I'm gonna go with this one. You're leaving your family's heritage. Well, that's a family problem. That's not my problem. I'm not gonna force people to do something with their lives that they don't want to do. That's not what we're about. Okay. Now, extraction district, oil. Not enough to frost break. Okay. And then we also need to start transferring. We need 75 oil transferred over. Hello? How come I can't do that? Oh, it's because that we don't have any. We don't have any production yet. That's why. Action district. Need another one right here. 150. We're almost there. I guess they also need housing. Maybe I should be more worried about that. Okay. We'll start building the housing here. As soon as we can. Gonna take 40 heat stamps, 200 prefabs to do. Looks like possibly that coal reached the city. Yeah. Oh, our coal district is about to run out. 33 weeks. Oh, we also have to do this charcoal regeneration plant. I think I need 100 to research it, so we'll save our heat stamps for that, do that first, just to get it researching. Charcoal plants. Off we go. What we promised, right? Yeah, okay. All right, let's get some housing in here. Come on. Come on, heat stamps. Let's start transferring some of this oil over to New London. Start with like 35, 36. There we go. Alright, that should be enough for housing. Alright. Okay. $150 and 40 more to get the second extraction district, which should give us enough that we're able to transfer over to New London. The amount of oil that we need. We're also coming up on a warmer period for a little while, which will be nice.
The Faith Keepers urge citizens to consider at all times what would the captain do.
What would the captain do? Would he do? Oh, hello. 6 times a charm. Steward, Dr. Thomas Morton, a teaching hospital surgeon, has for the first time saved the life of a patient suffering from appendicitis by removing the diseased organ. Students in the operating theater broke into applause when the procedure succeeded. All 5 patients during the previous attempts had died. Morton got lucky this time, but we shouldn't make such a show of these surgeries. It's degrading and hard on the families, said one fellow surgeon. Morton disagrees, arguing that this is the most efficient way for students to learn such procedures. What do we do? So, I got this event last time too. And I don't know what the right thing to do is. I think the Faith Keepers, in the long run, keeping them happy is going to be harder. The Evolvers, we have more stuff, like, leaning in their direction anyway. This will work. So, either we let the students observe the surgeries. It increases tension, but disease is marginally decreased per teaching hospital. So the other thing to consider here is that we could offset some of the other abilities that we have. Like, if you think of, like, some of the, like, the bio-waste house, for example, the hothouse, that produces disease. This will help bring that back up so that we don't have to worry about that as much. I think let's do this because I like this side effect here. Faith Keepers, we'll find some other way to make them happy. Hopefully. But maybe not. Turning death into allergic learning experience strips it of dignity. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen, right? This is the opposite of what I did last time. Last time I sided with the Faith Keepers. They will gain members and potentially secure additional seats on the council. I don't think we want to do that. We could make them a promise. Dedicated motherhood. I'm not doing that. That is fucking crazy. Doctors must abide by traditional oath of first do no harm. To avoid errors, every procedure must first be approved by senior physicians. I think that's reasonable. Conservative treatment. Or dutiful youths. Young adults participate in volunteer activities under the supervision of elders who teach them moral values. Crime decreased. I actually like this one, and I think I'm gonna do it. I just have to get it passed now. Although 20 people against, this is gonna be hard to pass. Shit. Okay. Let's negotiate. Gonna have to be the new Londoners. Vote for Blast Foundry, Advanced Chemical Hothouse. We could research it. Iron ores mixed with accelerating agents and heated to very high temperatures, maximizing output at the cost of noxious emissions. Oh, that outputs materials. That's kind of interesting. Blast Foundry. All right, let's do it. We just have to research it. We don't actually have to build it. So, 56. So that should pass. No problem now. There we go.
The delegates have spoken.
69-4? Holy crap, that is the widest margin that we have ever had anything passed by. Nice. All right. Yeah, I kept my word. Okay. Now I have to research a blast foundry. Okay, I can't expand that anymore. I might need another one of these. Who would ever agree to that? It's a good question. Listen, we don't actually have to build it. And you guys are happy. You guys are happy people. Train workers. Evolvers would train workers to drastically increase productivity. Production efficiency is increased. Can you do that? Oh, they have more members now. Whoops. Cool. Alright, let's see what's happening out here now. Okay, we have +5 housing, that's great. We now get this extraction district up. Okay. Cool. All right. So they're stabilizing out here. They don't have a lot of oil right now, but they're about to have more, which is good. We can also expand these districts. Might have been the better option, realistically. Sure, why not? Crosslands are discovered. Deadly population, 1,900 more people living among us, okay. These people are shunned by other nomads. They are tight-lipped about exactly what happened. They are willing to integrate with our communities if we let them start a fresh life in New London. Okay. Fishing trawler with full catch locked in ice. A logbook in the hold suggests the vessel originally hailed from somewhere called Canada. It's where I live. Probably from the other coast, though. But we had no idea where it has been since. The catch may still be edible if people of New London have strong stomachs. So, 75,000 food, but disease significantly increased. So this is like an emergency stockpile of food, I guess. What do we have here? Taught by the best. Steward, a newly minted surgeon who trained at Dr. Morton's teaching hospital, has successfully performed an appendectomy, saving the life of a 9-year-old child. I take no credit. I learned from the best, the surgeon said modestly. The first of Dr. Morton's trainees to attempt the procedure. He allowed students to observe risky medical procedures. So I don't know if it'll still happen, but the last time I chose the opposite, and people started stealing bodies, like digging up bodies and like using them as like test subjects. So I wonder if and I didn't get this one. So I wonder if because I let them train, we avoided that like potentially negative consequence. I heard he learned this in an operating theater. Yeah, he did. Teaching hospitals save lives. Yes, they sure do. Running low on coal again. Maybe we should build a hospital out here too. Oh, we have to expand this district first. We won't worry about it. We don't have enough people to make it worth it. But now we should be able to transfer all 75 oil. 70. Let's make it 80. They're still gaining +2 here. A new fuel flows. Anticipation fills the air as the first transport of oil is sent to New London. A dream of a future without feeling cold feels surreal. To make it happen, however, we need to modify the generator to turn this black gold into heat. This will be irreversible. What future we build for ourselves will depend on it. We must decide. Ooh. Chapter 2, Ambitions. That looks so cool. Okay, the hardest choice of the game so far. Ambitions, Chapter 2. People cheer as oil reaches the city, but the question remains what it means for our future. The years of suffering are coming to an end, their leaders shout across the city squares. With a gift of oil and light of the furnace, we can defeat the frost and build a warm paradise. Let us improve the blessed engine and pump oil until the snows of the city melt forever. However, the Evolvers disagree. The frost is our reality. What the Faithkeepers lecture is not only foolish, it's hubris. We can't wait for New London's generator to rust. We have to adapt to this world, settle and repopulate the Frostlands. So now we have to decide on the direction of the city. In the one direction, we upgrade so Faithkeepers like this, obviously. They worship the engine, the generator, rather. Unlocks oil pumps generator upgrade, so that the generator would use only oil. Unlocks the ability to exploit unlimited deep deposits. So if there are deep deposits, then that's good. And the Evolver's fervor is increased. The strength of militants within the faction, pushing it towards violent actions to achieve its goal. Or Evolvers approve of this decision. This is to embrace the frost. Unlocks adaptive pumps generator that uses any fuel. Unlocks unlimited output Frostland settlements. So, unlimited output Frostland settlements. So as in they can go forever. Faithkeeper's fervor is increased. So somebody's going to be pissy regardless. I will say the Evolvers are the smaller of the two factions. If we're going to piss somebody off, it might be better to piss off the smaller faction. But neither one is like particularly large. One is like 6%, the other is 10% of the city. On the one hand, I don't really like the idea of like abandoning New London, but I don't think we have to. Like, I think even if we choose this one, we still manage the city and the city will still grow. But like, if you think about it from a sustainability point of view, if you just stay in one spot forever with limited resources, eventually you're going to run out because your population keeps growing and you just don't you don't have enough resources to sustain them. Last time I did this time I'm going to do this. We're going to go with the Evolvers. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. All right. Embrace the frost. We first need to upgrade the generator with adaptive pumps to use the new fuel. Then we must research furnaces that will support upgrading viable outposts with permanent settlements. They will provide a supply of resources that will not run out. Not all outposts are viable as permanent settlements, but there are plenty of useful sites around New London. We have to find them. Adaptive pumps, generator upgrade is unlocked and available to be built. Settlement heating and generator upgrades research are unlocked. Oh, they mad. Okay. So we can give them 121 heat stamps to improve our relations. Okay, there we go. Unhappy about the steward's pledge to embrace the frost. Their fervor is weak. That's good. Now we can increase the number of people in the faction to decrease their fervor if we wanted, but I don't think we want to do that. We could also let them pick the next law to be voted on at council. But I think we've given them the heat stamps. I think let's just be happy. Happy that they're not super pissy. Back to neutral, which is good. And we'll need 200 heat stamps now in order to upgrade. So in the meantime, I'm gonna ask these guys to give me heat stamps. Oh, significantly worse, and no, I better not do that. They've already trained our workers. Okay. We're a bit on the low side for housing again. That's fully... yeah, okay. Wise use of public funds. This is blatant favoritism. Well, you know what? You guys are devoted to me, and they were about to riot, so yeah. Oh, hello. What's this? Indebted to the past, dutiful youths. Steward, a group of dutiful youths members have come with a humble request. I was a rebel before, but old Mr. Feeney showed me the proper way to be a man, said their spokesman. Spending time with him and his generation, we understand how much we owe them. We can't even imagine what it was like to survive the whiteout years. What sacrifices they had to make. He and his peers wish to organize a thanks and remembrance ceremony during which they will reward the eldest residents from every community with medals and gifts. Should we fund the ceremony? Oh god. We will gather funds for 10 weeks. Significantly increased or decreased? For 10 weeks. Oh fuck, we're gonna have to do it, aren't we? Oh shit. Okay. No good deed goes unpunished, right? Going to New London, that's good. We're gonna have to research this blast foundry too. How much is that gonna cost us? 100. All right, that's gonna have to be next. And we have to upgrade the generator. Okay. Whose promise is this? Crosslanders' demands are met. That's good.
Steward.
Okay. Adaptive pumps in the central district. Buildings. 200 heat stamps. Oof. Okay. We're gonna have to start doing this research first. Otherwise, we're not gonna get it in time. Who did we make this demand to? Was it the Faith Keepers? 100. Okay, shit. I'm not quite there yet. 97. My bad. Warmer season, thank God. Okay. This was needed. Alright. Let's start getting foundries. Foundries where iron ore is mixed with accelerating agents, heat and very high to maximizing output and cost of noxious emissions. Silica sand is utilized to smelt ore into materials. Well, we already made a promise, so we have to research this. That's just how it is. It's only minus 30. That's not even that bad. $150 froze to death. Where? Oh, here. In this city. Everybody's angry. Oh god. Okay. Well, these guys are devoted to me. I'm gonna raise funds from them. How much did that hurt me? I mean, they're still devoted to me. I made a big deal for them. Okay, so we'll be able to get this generator fixed.
Technicians are on their way.
How's stuff out here? Everybody good? Got food. They need goods. We could probably do that work here. How many people do we have? Like, we could make them a district. I guess we don't want to do that right now because we don't have the... We need to get this generator fixed first. Prefabs are starting to run out too. Well, how much will it cost us to get this trail out here? Sorry. I did not mean to do that. What did I just do? Anyway, okay. Let's get this adaptive heat pumps on. Okay. Thank God.